Week 1 is underway. Doing a 7-mile run, aiming to do every mile sub 10-minute mile pace. I'm going to start doing double days this week, so running on my lunch breaks and in the evening, and I also want to start doing some morning runs as well. So I want to up the mileage to about 60 miles this week, 60, maybe 70, see how we feel. But yeah, definitely picking up from the 50 miles I've been doing. Coming up to the 5-mile mark. I'm doing a 7-mile run. As soon as I hit the 5-mile, I put these nose openers in and then keep my mouth shut for the remaining 2 miles of the run, and keep my mouth shut. Obviously, keeping my mouth shut forces me to breathe from my nose. These nose openers open my nostrils, more air in, better oxygen delivery. Let's go. 2 miles like this. Whoa! That was hard, man. 2 miles of them in, mouth closed. I could not get enough oxygen in. Well, that's what it felt like anyway. Okay, run done. 7 miles, 5 miles normal, and then 2 miles with nose plugs in. Those last 2 miles, they were tough. That was that was not comfortable. Just felt like you couldn't get enough air in, and I wanted to breathe through my mouth so badly, but I'd said to myself, no, do not open your mouth until these 2 miles are done, and I stuck to that. So yeah, that's 7 miles in the bank. Tomorrow we're going for a double day. I'm gonna run at lunchtime, at work, and then after work. Just going to the shop to get some water. I drink at least 4.5 litres, a gallon a day. Some days I can drink 8-9 litres, and I always have a sachet of electrolytes. I've got all natural ingredient electrolytes which I use. I'll put them in, I'll show you them, they're back in my house. But yeah, hydration is very important. I always stay hydrated. It's one of my main things. I value hydration massively. When you run ultra marathons, there are times you are so thirsty and you have however many miles to go until you get to the next aid station, and it makes you appreciate water so much more. there's been times where I've just been like, I felt like I was going to die from dehydration, and I just couldn't think about anything else apart from water. And yeah, I never forget those times. So I just have a deep appreciation for water. Lunch break run, doing 4 miles, nice easy pace, around about 10-minute mile, and keeping my heart rate in zone 2. And then another run later tonight. Thursday, lunchtime run, doing another 3 to 4 miles, 26 degrees I think. Nice. Do you know what? I feel a bit annoyed at myself for capitulating in my last ultramarathon, and the thing is, that was all my fault. The heat wasn't the problem. It was me dehydrating myself that was the problem. I screwed myself. If I hadn't have done that, I would have got 100 miles, who knows, maybe 105, 110 miles. All I had to do was 105 miles and I would have won that. My own fault, but just got to learn from these things. I won't make that mistake again. No. Run done, 8.3 miles, 1 hour 18 minutes. Friday grind, lunchtime run, doing 3 miles, and then another run this evening for after work, and then that will put me at 40 miles, and then I'll just do 20 over the weekend, probably divided into 2 10-milers, and then that's a 60-mile week in the bank. It's another hot one today. Let me just check what it is exactly. $29. Yes, nice. I'm going to the shop. I need some water, and I'm going to give myself a nice little treat, as I've just done a run in 28 degrees. Been running in the heat all week. What I'm going to do is drive down to the shops with the heating on full blast, just to get really hot, uncomfortably hot, and then open a nice fizzy drink. There's these all natural drinks that I get. They're all natural ingredients, and they give you the fizzy drink hit, and I love doing that. I love giving myself a reward after suffering. So crank the heating right up, suffer for another like 5-7 minutes, and then have my reward. Let's go. I get in my car after a hot run. I get in my car and crank the heating all the way up. I drive all the way down to the co-op in Burwell, so it's like 3 miles. Takes about 5-7 minutes. Heat blasting, get nice and sweaty, pick up pick up 2 drinks, all natural fizzy drinks, drive back, get really sweaty, so you've got sweat coming off your forehead, and then you get the reward. You suffer and then you give yourself the reward, and it's so worth it every single time. Suffering for an hour on the run and then 10-15 minutes in a hot car, or however long, and then downing this fizzy, all natural raspberry and elderflower, and I've also got another one. They're nice and cold, come straight out of the fridge. It just, the reward system, it's just amazing. Suffering and then earning your reward is one of the best feelings ever. And this will take me, I don't know, 5 seconds to drink, but those 5 seconds will be completely worth it. So happy Friday, everyone. So good. Oh, might as well. Happy Friday, everyone. 20 miles to do over the weekend. Light work, let's go. Okay, that's week 1 in the bank. I didn't record my runs over the weekend because on Saturday I was out in my garden doing some work and I tweaked my back bending over to pick something up. And my original plan of running 60 miles, I brought it down to 50 because my back was jacked up. It still is now. It's Monday evening I'm doing this video. Yeah, it's still not right, but I did 50 miles still. So on Friday I was on 40 miles, I had 20 miles to do over the weekend. I planned to do 10 on Saturday and 10 on Sunday, but I tweaked my back Saturday, so changed up the plan and just said to myself, I'll do my minimum 50 miles, keep the streak going. So on Saturday I went out, planned to do 5 miles, but I only managed to do 3. I was struggling so bad. My back was just, every step was hurting, and it was like round about like every 5 steps I would get a really sharp pain go from my left lower back all the way up, like my back up to like my trap, and it was just, yeah, it was too much. So I did 3 miles on Saturday. That left me with 7 to do on Sunday. I thought, okay, hopefully it will get better overnight. It didn't. It didn't really. Couldn't sleep properly. Just uncomfortable. Couldn't get into a position where it wasn't hurting. Anyway, Sunday I'm like, okay, I've got 7 miles to do. I'm gonna split them into maybe 2 or even 3 runs. So I went out for the first one in the morning and I did 1 mile. The first mile was horrible. The pain was there every step, and then the really sharp one kept happening as well. But I kept going past mile 1, mile 2, and then when I got to mile 3 I was warmed up by then, and the pain started to go away, and the sun was out, so I took my top off. I was listening to music and I actually got into the run. It was a really good run. I ended up doing the whole 7 miles, so that gave me my 50-mile week, and that's the 17th consecutive week of running 50 miles. So happy to get that, considering I had a swollen leg from
mosquito bites. Supposedly they were horse bites, someone told me. So whatever they were, they made my legs swell up, and that was very uncomfortable. It's still swollen now, and still really itchy. Anyway, yeah, I had a swollen leg and then tweaked my back on Saturday. So proud of myself for still getting 50 miles in. People were telling me to rest it. No chance. I've still got to do the 50 miles regardless of being injured or whatever. As long as I haven't got a serious injury, I'll just run through things like that. It's how you get tougher, it's how you get more durable. As long as you're not running through serious injuries. That's my opinion anyway. So yeah, that's week 1 in the bank. I just wasn't in the right mind frame to take my camera with me and get any footage on the runs over the weekend, because I didn't know how they were going to go, and I was just a bit, you know, not in the best mood. I mean, when you have a bad back, it's horrible. Like, just lying there, and if you move a certain way, you get like the sharp pain. It's horrible. So yeah, I had a real bad back. I was just not in the mood to record myself, so I didn't bother recording anything and just went out and got it done. So no idea what this video is going to be like. How did I get enough footage? Should I have shown more? I'm going to put it all together, and then next week's I can add improvements if I feel areas need improvement. So yeah, cheers for watching. That's week 1 done. Bring on week 2. It's Monday now. I'm hoping that my back is going to be a lot better tomorrow. I'm going to run anyway, but yeah, I'm just hoping that I'll get a good night's sleep and it will be a lot better tomorrow, hopefully, because I want to get a 60-mile week. But yeah, cheers for watching, guys. See you in the next one.